Hello, everybody. My name is Dave. You can call me Zen. Welcome on into the stream. Today, as I try to remember how to use my poor computer, we're gonna be playing some more Persona 5: The Phantom X. Last time we redid my Astrolabs, which was something that I wanted to kind of sit and do. And now we are gonna go on ahead and head into the palace a little bit further once we complete a little bit more puzzles. Hope that all makes sense to everybody here. I know I'm not talking the absolute loudest, but that's okay. We're living our best lives. And while I'm thinking about it, I need to make this game proper full screen. So I will take care of that part right now, because that's just a setting. Because I can just do that and wabam. No more black borders. Okay. Everything else seems appropriate. So I'm not too worried about that. Anywho, last time I believe we were in like a maze of some kind and I was doing the puzzles over there. But now we need to get over to the one spot that I see on the map that's like south right there. And to be honest with y'all, I really have no idea how to get there. While we're kind of doing like this semi-exploration aspect of the palace, I'll probably have music on for that, and then when we get back to story, I'll go back to turning it off. And just to make sure that you guys aren't actively dealing with the game music at the same time. Okay, we should be all good to go now. So yeah, before I was kind of working on these monitor puzzles where basically we just need to make sure that these monitors match, which I don't know about you guys, but it's an easy enough puzzle. I think that they purposely tried to keep a lot of these puzzles that you see in these gacha games a lot more simple, just because it's a phone game at the end of the day. Like, PC port or not, I think that they do want this game to still be relatively approachable. And I think that is appreciated. So yep, 1, 2, 3 over there. 1, 2. We want to make this red and the other two not. The last couple times I've done this before, they've really I feel like this puzzle, unfortunately, is one of the more drawn out ones. Is kind of what I'm eventually getting to, because it's like, oh, I know how to push a button on the screen. And while most cases it's fine, it's not world ending. Oh no, I have to press buttons. I just have had the feeling that that type of thing just kind of draws itself out. So yeah, so we need to get to this downstairs area. And to be honest with you guys, I'm actually not sure how to get there. Because the core monitoring room, we can go there whenever. I think I'm gonna try heading there from the central plaza. It would make sense if one of the entryways was in the central plaza. But unfortunately, there's like no good way to tell. Cause yeah, got it. So let's see here. We know that in this room, this is an up arrow only, which implies to me that there is an alternative route to that area. I'm just not sure if it's like an upstairs type of region, a downstairs type of region. But it's ultimately better to just try to... ultimately to try to figure it out. It's not the absolute end of the world. It just sucks because the map isn't really as helpful as I would like about this. Oh, I know what it might be. I need to get back up there. So let's see if I remember how to get up there. I don't actually know. And welcome on in, Kel. Hope you're doing a-okay. I think we go in here. Because this is the only other way I could foresee. Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it would have been very weird if I didn't have another way of getting... Was it just the victory theme? I was about to say, like, what do you mean just the... This is cute. And while I'm at it, I did want to bring a little bit of this up, but I'm doing a little bit of experimenting today. And it probably won't be anything immediately noticeable for you guys. It's just going to be some additional information for me. So it's not, so yeah, it's nothing too serious. All right, I believe that was the last treasure chest. I hope. It is not. There's still something here that I have yet to do. That is concerning because I hate when the game does this. So there is potentially a collectible somewhere that I just never acquired, which means that I unfortunately have to walk everywhere. Because if I didn't get, so yeah, if I didn't get the collectible, then unfortunately we're just gonna have to kind of quickly travel around to the different spots on the map and just kind of see what, how, or why. Because the leftover treasure or leftover items are on this floor. So I'm not confident about its location because there's not really... Oh. I don't think I ended up re-exploring this area all that much. So it'll kind of suck trying to figure this one out. Because obviously I did a lot of the puzzles that are over here on this side. And so let's see. That twisted hallway is kind of on my mind. Three sheets of toilet paper is crazy, by the way. But yeah, it seems kind of like this half looks and kind of feels mostly clear for the most part. Because normally I don't leave a stone unturned when it comes to like trying to 100% clear these. So I guess color me confused. Actually, no, let's do it like this. I have the progress thing for a reason. So I'm missing some chests. Primarily, I think the other chests that I'm missing, like the core chests and the rare chests and stuff like that, those are probably all in the like command room thing that I was in a little while ago. And also I am trying to take the time to destroy a lot of the little loot things because golly. Investing in a lot of your characters is like fantastic, but the one con of investing as much as you do to really try to get some of your characters to function decently ends up being the just the generic cash. It's one of those things that kind of creeps up on you. So yeah, the game is heavily implying that I'm missing a chest somewhere. Oh, actually, before I forget, there was one tutorial that I accidentally skipped. And just talking about the twisted hallways. Oh, okay, it's just saying that there's some twisted doorways that will stay twisted. Got it. Oh yeah, Kel, I think, by the way, that you probably would enjoy these collection of remixes, by the way, just for your own personal listening, because I know you listen to a lot of just like game music. These guys are just like the easiest way I can explain them is that they're just called OCE remixes, and they have like 3,000 or rather like thousands of songs, not just specifically 3,000, but they do have thousands of songs, and they are just primarily video game remixes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Nothing back there. Ooh. So yeah. Oh. Is that a mind control device right there? I see. So we want them to think that the treasure is ordinary. Okay, there we go. So now we can safely continue on, because the lower area should be done. Yep. So we want to just patch up all the way up to the core monitoring room, and I'm going to do the audio adjusting now. So pretty much what we're kind of looking to and what we're kind of expecting is that we are going to probably see the climax of what's going on in this story soon enough. You guys should be able to hear the audio. I can't, but I know why. Okay, there we go. So yeah, before we get too heavily invested in opening the core, we've gotten the rest of the security chips, which means that we actually have access to a lot of the remaining loot. And I actually really like that for a dungeon where, like, you should pay attention to all the extra collectibles that are around, so that way you can clearly get the remaining items. But I'm feeling pretty good about that. So yeah, last but not least, we have the ones for security room C, which we didn't have 4 before, but now we have all 4. Unfortunately, I'm not kind of centering like these streams of P5X as a guide. This is just kind of me just casually playing a game I enjoy. But these are everywhere. So it's funny that the C one actually probably has one of the most value. But I'm glad that I comfortably, I think, got everything. I believe that this will put us at 100%. Yep, 100%. So we actually don't have all that much left for the palace. I'm very glad that they kind of left a lot of that stuff very open-ended. So we're kind of good on that front. One of the next things that I'm going to do very quickly before we move on is realize that I'm poor, and that's part of the reason why I can't finish leveling up Sumi. I'm trying to slowly get everybody up to 80-80. So level 80 character with level 80 weapon. But do I want Sumi in the party? I don't think I do. So I'm going to put on one of my presets, which right now is Ice, where we can run Frostgale Mott, her 5-star variant, who is super pretty. And I need to evolve your weapon. I don't have enough money. That's wild. Girl, I would love to upgrade your weapon any possible further. Actually, because of that, I think I may have to avoid using ice for this next part. I could do fire, I could do nuclear, or light. Light shouldn't be too bad. Because I am also going to revise my light team a little bit. I am going to bring the twins. I'm going to change kind of the personas that I'm using for this. I'm also going to bring Lakshmi, and I'm actually using Glimmer now that I've gotten it up to the buffs that it is now. This will likely be stronger long term. We just need to get the remaining shards of joy medals when we have the opportunity. And oops. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. I think we should be good to go. We have one more chip to put in, and then we can actually see where the story kind of takes us. I'm actually kind of curious. Because after all 4 security chips, we unveil what's in the brain. Which I guess the closest thing we got is to maybe use a map? Okay. So it seems harmless, but gather around the device. Thought the treasure might be inside, but guess you were wrong. If it's a map or model, but it's definitely not the treasure. We understood. So that kind of power plant, the treatment plant, the control. So, oh, I got it. Okay, that makes sense. So what are those two lights? So the power plant. Oh. Yes, you could have your I'm smart brownie points closer. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Okay. All right, so long story short, the treasure was never here. It looks like it was in the power plant, effectively. So unfortunately, we're not going to get a lot of value here, because what I was doing was when I originally had Sumi in my party, I was basically trying to level him up slowly but surely by using the one-shots from the shadows to kind of serve as that, like, experience buffer. All right, now they're talking, so... I don't think we'll be able to send them the calling card this go around. Huh? What's happening? Oh, he's showing. Oh, he's Oh. What? This again? Yep, so guess I had another vision. So I see. So we got like bad ending right there, or a bad ending. So are we just seeing bad endings now, effectively? But we can likely do something about it. Okay. Because we interfered, because we know.
それに明石がウィンドウを刺すなんてさすがに。
That makes sense.
そうね。
Or more
絶対
sense.
にありえないとまでは言えないけど、明石のような狡猾で立場のある人間がそんな強行に走るのは考えにくいわ。
心配性すぎて悪い想像しちまってるだけって感じがすっけどな。
悪い想像というより、ワンダーが見ているのはちょうど私たちが避けようとしている最悪の未来って感じよね。
That's interesting. I think they feel like memories sounds more accurate, but then that puts Wonder's role into question.
もしかして本当に経験
Because what exactly does that mean?
どういうことだ。
ほら、よくあるじゃん。何度も同じ経験をして最悪の未来を回避するみたいな漫画とか。
So we have to make the right call every time.
いや、私割とそっち系の話が好きだからさ。実際に体験した未来の記憶。
But yeah, does that make Wonder a time traveler, but maybe he doesn't know?
でも
Because of the metaverse, anything's kind of possible.
私たちが今歩いている異世界だってほんの数ヶ月前の私たちにとってはまさにフィクションの世界だったわけじゃない。それはまあ
Got okay, so they actually do talk about the existence of a possible time loop this early on. Interesting.
おい、聞き捨てたらんぞ、そい。でも事実だけをまとめると、私たちが知らない光景をワンダーは垣間見ているということよね。しかもそれが最悪の回避につながった例もある。ありえないと断じて無視することはできないわ。
I'm glad that Rico actually like indulges in the supernatural aspect of it.
今の時点ではさっぱりわからないけどね。でも今後もその光景が見えたときは必ず私たちにも共有してちょうだい。
さて、
Okay.
話を戻そうぜ。これでお宝ルートは確保できたわけだしな。
あとは現実で明石に予告状を出せばいいのよね。
その通り。片山の時はウィンドの言葉が予告状代わりとなったが、今回はそうはいくまい。しっかりと明石に予告状を見せつけ、その日のうちにお宝を奪わねばならん。
Yep. I agree.
でも予告状どうやって出そうか。職員室の机に置いておく。
確実っちゃ確実だが、なんか地味だな。いたずらだと思って本気にしねえかも。
実は私ちょっとやってみたいことがあるのよね。お、なになに、何ですかウィンドウ。明石が犯した罪は警察でも裁けないものだし、彼のコンサルの数だけ被害者が出たはず。
But I don't think we should.
だから多くの人たちに明石の所業を知らしめて予告状を叩きつけてやりたいの。
I think that's what's happening.
いえ、それ以上の人たち。
That's why he feels like he has nothing left. Because we do this and we expose him on like this grand large scale, which basically puts him in such a state of despair that he ends up trying to do what he almost did.
作戦はまた後日ゆっくりと話させて。そこまで言ってお預けです。気になる。
まあこんな ところで長話をしてシャドウにでも囲まれてはたまらん。わしも今日のところは撤退し英気を養うべきだと思うぞ。まあそれもそっか。
んじゃ予告の作戦のことは一旦ウィンドに任せるぜ。
もちろん、
Okay.
もう少し探索を続けても構わん。撤退するかどうかはリーダーに委ねよう。
All right, let's see. Let's head back to the real world. That's interesting.
それじゃあ今日は解散にしましょうか。私は予告方法の考察を進めておくわね。
Yeah, yep, Defender. It is what you think it is. But welcome on in, by the way. Hope you're doing okay.
お前もしっかり休めよ、リーダー。疲れてっから変な夢。
Well, I mean, have you
しかしリコが刺される
have you played the original Persona 5? Albeit regular or
お
royal?
いおい、ルフェルも気にしすぎだって
This
の。
is par for the course.
いや、あの冷静で裏から人を操るタイプの明石が自らそんな強行に走る。
Defender, what am I gonna do with you?
一体どんなことがあれば起きるのだろうと思ってな。
Then this shouldn't be. Oh, I see. You were just setting up for the joke. Got it. I was gonna say like, then you should know. This is nothing new, but you were just setting up for the hee hee ha ha's. I got it.
すべての欲望を捨て去った時、究極は原始的欲求である生命欲さえも失う。だがそれならば道連れを得ようとはしないはず。むしろ誰かの干渉により負の欲望を刺激され、さらに欲望が歪み切った時に起こる事象。
That's so confusing.
起きてもねえような嫌なことを考えるのはやめようぜ。明石を改心させりゃ。
Got it. Okay.
だろ。
そうだな。ぐちぐちとすまなかった。
はーい、じゃあ解散。また明日ね。
Why did? Okay, I thought that someone was listening in on us. Okay, so now we're back in town. Some of my daily triggers are finally going off. That's so funny. Hold on, guys. I need to. Dailies are important, y'all. All right. Yeah, I was about to say, like, very generally speaking, like, this is a mobile version of P5, effectively, though, Defender. I was gonna say, you still explore Shibuya and everything, you still go into palaces and explore it, albeit the structure is a little bit different to accommodate the fact that this is a gacha game. And you know, other little things here and there that also kind of play a role into that. It just sucks because the first two arcs of the game aren't great. Oh, we're already talking about those visions. Okay. So the dreams. I feel like Wonder's just lived many lives and he's just not. He doesn't remember any of them. That's my read. It's the past, but because it's a time loop, it's technically also the future. But I'm gonna say it's the past.
君自身にその記憶はないのだろう。なぜそのように思ったか非常に興味過去か未来かもしくは
So he's implying an alternate answer.
いずれにせよそれは君自身のみが知りうるもの。
Okay, you can't just say that you want to talk about them and only, and I guess he did talk about them. It was only like 2 sentences though.
思考を放棄すべきではないと申し上げている。
さよう。以前君に送られた見えていないことともともと備わっていないことは別。
Alright.
破滅を迎えたくないと願うならば欲望を強く抱き続けたまえ。
So right now, I don't know if we're technically on Palace 4 or Palace 5. Or rather, Palace 3 or Palace 4. I think technically Palace 4. Oh. Well, I accidentally skipped the cutscene, but I think that's actually kind of fitting. So, final choice. Look at my cute little pajamas. And so, I believe this is where the patch's story ends. Oh. Oh. Her new form comes with this boss fight. Okay. Had a full magical girl transformation and everything. Okay. Got it. Understood. Vision is processed. Okay, so before I do too much more, let's see. So I don't have any more of those daily missions. I think in the Realm of Repression, do I just want the Pursuit of Treasure? I don't know exactly what I want. Because it's either the Pursuit of Treasure or I go after Recollection cards, but I think this go around, I'm gonna go for Treasure. All right, using a sweeping team should be sufficient. But yes, I have watched the original P5 and then I played through Royal myself. So hopefully that makes enough sense. Lynn's going crazy with them battle themes though. Because she went crazy for like the first battle theme and then all the Palace bosses are gonna have different ones. I am gonna use one of these because I definitely want a lot of Kompaku gems. Now, this is probably one of the least like energy efficient things you can do, because realistically, if I have the time or patience, you should just go to literally anywhere, any of the palaces or dungeons or whatever. It's very much so a I need it, and I need it now. So yes, we still have a little bit left to do in terms of like catching up with story and stuff, because I still have the Futaba's line of events. I was not actively playing P5X at the time. I was just kind of like logging in and doing effectively the bare minimum. So I'm gonna use this as a brief opportunity to kind of bring people up to speed, because the fact that Mont and Frostgale Mont is not as powerful as her other counterpart, one could probably argue that I should have used regular Mont in the Astrolab, but I did not. So Sumi's almost good as well, so we kind of got some good things coming our way. Gotta love the random gifts. Okay. So the next thing that's gonna be on my radar is that well, I located the treasure. Okay. So we finished the event at its time. So I'm not too concerned about that. So we've done all the missions for this, and I don't know what the extra dongos are going to be used for, because there's still an additional like 400 of them. So we're good there. What we're kind of really here and around for, I'm just curious about something. That's why this is still here, because you have the Crossroad of Fate Castle. But yeah, as you guys can kind of see, I need to basically work on these 10 missions and be good. We'll just use all in because I'm too lazy to switch out my personas. And just so you guys know, I don't really care about the Crossroads of Fate story. So I'll be skipping all the cutscenes here. But I will say the music here is fire. It's not very loud, which was intentional. And it's a very nice touch, you guys probably saw, but the thingies are mummies. So let me I would educate you guys on the things that are beautiful in this world, but I am opting to just kind of let auto battle do its part, and I just continue on my merry way with this. It unfortunately did not let me switch to my real versions of these characters, so some fights may actually be harder. Because yeah, the only thing I had any sort of like leeway over was Wonder's persona and which navigator I get asked to bring for the mission. But as you guys can see, this is not going to be that bad at all. Like, I'd be genuinely surprised if we actually started having a more difficult time. You know, it's kind of funny that this theme is like more deserty. But yeah, it's not gonna be anything terrible. We're gonna get an amount of gems, but it's not gonna be anything too crazy. I think we're probably gonna get like 200 for this. Oh, do I have to play? Okay, thank God. So yeah, we're just gonna be kind of sitting and just letting the auto battle kind of take and pilot the wheel. So just to kind of bring you guys up to speed on kind of just everything that I just kind of clicked, because I did just definitely just throw us in here. This is the Crossroads of Fates event that I'm doing. This is one of the events that kind of stays over as the game kind of progresses. Pretty much Crossroads of Fate are just a line of quests that involve the Phantom Thieves of now versus the Phantom Thieves of yore. So we are basically going to be doing missions. Okay, thank you. They're letting me use my teams now. But pretty much the big thing that you just need to kind of take away from this is that the both Phantom Thieves' teams are very gonna be very helpful for one another. So I can actually tell you guys about something interesting when it comes to this dungeon specifically. When I was playing through Royal for my first time, if you notice that I'm like a little paranoid around the sarcophaguses, it was because what had initially happened while using them, the mummies used to come out of the sarcophagus, but they would make this loud shrieking noise. And when, just for whatever reason, when I was young, it scared the bejeebus out of me. And mind you, this was in vanilla P5 and in P5R. So I got to deal with that twice. And it was annoying, upsetting, a lot. So if I'm a little tense in this pyramid, that is part of the reason why. And while I know I do not have to fight everybody here, it'll likely just be helpful for me to do so. And right now I'm kind of using one of my other probably stronger teams right now, where I'm using the twins, Marion, and one could argue that I should, if it wasn't for the fact that Marion increases HP and it's so easy to overheal with her, the twins might actually just be sufficient for like sustain. But I figured that because Tropical Motoha, she has a lot of scaling that also depends on overhealing to an extent. I had figured that it would be effective enough to just, you know, keep guaranteeing the overheal, because obviously I'm using the medic twins. And so it's probably pretty easy to get the overheal going all the time. The only thing that sucks is that Tropical Motoha is only really available during let's see. I wish I could view my party. But yeah, she's only available during the summer. All right, so we have to deal with him right now. Can I go around him? I cannot. So I hope I can get that coin and stuff. Otherwise, I'll be a little annoyed. But yeah, you guys can kind of see just very generally like what the team can be capable of. It's just very interesting that they chose to let her be like a health sacrificing and max HP scaling type of DPS. Which is cool to do every once in a while. She's unfortunately not my strongest unit, like not even close. But you guys can kind of easily see like we're getting through this, and we still get a good amount of gems and some pulls out of this too. And the reason why I chose Tropical Motoha, by the way, is because she's light elemental. So oh, I actually never have seen what her awarenesses are. I'm just very curious. Oh, E1 would have been cool. Ooh. Okay, I see. If you okay, that's actually really cool if you had maxed her out. I was just very curious. Okay. So because the game is forcing me to use Makoto, I am gonna set up for that. Let's see. I believe 1, 2, 3. Wonder how the heck are you so slow? That's the thing that gets me. Half the time, Wonder ends up being like so... I guess, let me make sure. Okay, so I can't go backwards, so that's fine. Can't go over this way. So I think that they're purposely making these a lot simpler. But yeah. You guys can see all the treasure chests and everything like that. I do want that coin. But yeah, if the game's gonna make me use Makoto, then I'm going to use mine. Okay, during the next, like, slightly harder fight, you know, like the... Yeah, you guys can see my Makoto team is pretty, like, set up for success. Ooh, nice. I still love that for the twins, that their all out attack screen turns blue and we get like their finisher. I was about to say, game, please don't break, because I decided to bring a worldwide first character into older content. But overall, you guys can kind of see these guys are set. All right, before I forget, I need to look into one small thing really fast. Okay, we're good. Nothing crazy. The world didn't turn upside down this time. But let me talk a little bit about the experiment that I'm doing. I mentioned it kind of very early on in the stream that I was doing like a bit of an experiment. So there was a feature on YouTube that effectively allows for now the horizontal stream to also have a vertical stream counterpart. And it's not great, but today this is the first stream where I just have it on. Its purpose isn't necessarily to be like a good multi-stream, but it's another stream feed that effectively just expands my outreach. All right. So we're just kind of just seeing how it works and how it does, because eventually they will allow me to use my other key that I use for that sort of thing. And then I now will only need one stream event to and I don't need to keep making 2 streams every single time, one vertical and horizontal. And while it wasn't the end of the world for me to do those, it was quite tedious to set up. So I am all for getting rid of some the less tedious work I have to do, the better. Okay, I already got both chests, so we just need to more than likely just reach the end. But yeah, this has not been like awful. And nope, we ain't getting jump scared today. It ain't happening. Not letting it happen either. Okay. You know what? I'm glad that you're able to one-shot all these fools, Makoto. I like that I said that during like this, I was gonna like step away. Vino. I know that you're supposed to just be a debuffer, but even you could have taken him out. Well, I guess that there was no elemental afflictions on them. So my bad. I understand, I guess. Kind of wild that there's like 10 of these. But yeah, you guys can kind of see very briefly. We still get a good amount of rewards out of this, so I am not feeling bad about this at all. So now this is where things get a little interesting. We're running 2 DPSs. One of them uses their HP to deal damage. Oh, let's use my Futaba. Goodness, I didn't realize that it was the. I didn't realize it was the games. Since there's so many different elements going on, I'm not even gonna be stressing like getting through this whole thing. It's so sad. I hardly ever use that feature to ambush them in P5X compared to how important it is in a vanilla P5 to do that. It's such a feels bad. Okay, twins, I was literally gonna go up to grab water and then you're just one tapping everything. Goodness. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Okay. Didn't mute my mic, didn't do nothing. I'm back. Oh, I got turned around because I did a backwards fight initiation. Sometimes I fear if like a enemy's just gonna kind of drop from the sky and just do like a do an ambush that way. Yep, we're not here to find, I was gonna say, we're not here to get spooked by the game. We're not here for that. Okay. Oh yeah, that would have got me good. There's a reason why I don't watch those cutscenes. Okay, so there's a big spoopy guy up here. But I want my chest. I love that. He's like, I sense a powerful aura, and like, Wonder was already ready throwing hands. That's so funny. But yeah, a lot of these challenges in the game, at least so far, outside of the Astro thing, like, ideally My brain's blanking. My brain's ruined. Why can't I remember anything? Oh god, that you hate to see it. Okay, so that is the correct way. But I don't want to go the correct way. Oh, I have to. It's not letting me go the correct way because I needed the ball. Anubis had the ball. And balls are good. Sometimes. Okay. What am I? For some reason, I felt like I was forgetting something important for a little bit. The sad thing is that I know that I am not. You guys ever feel that way? All right. So let's see. So we can't go back over here yet, but that doesn't mean that quickly exploring the area I was gonna say, I know the game's telling me to go left, but what happens if I go right? Sorry, sometimes I'm what the general populace calls a goofball. It's important to be a goofball every once in a while. I could have sworn that I saw an enemy dot on the map. Well, whatever. Oh, you know what? It was likely like the Wonder's feet. Or whatever. Okay. Next major battle, I do have to step away one more time. I apologize. It was more of a poor planning on my part, more than anything. Oh. You know what? That's more harmless than not. But it's a harder fight, so I'm going to use this opportunity to step away now. And for you guys who are on Team Purple, unfortunately you guys are getting the ad. Okay, Sorry about the delay there. I have returned, which means that I'm here and you guys got nothing to fear because we got nothing but buttons to be pressing, I'm guessing. And now here's another fight tonight because with this rhyme, I got all that time. But not really, you feel me? Do you guys like that? All right. Thankfully, these random encounters aren't too bad. But like I said, these event quests aren't meant to be like these super difficult challenges. They're just meant to kind of give you some fun fan service with the original Persona 5 cast alongside the new cast for P5X. I think that's a fair and fun thing to do. Poor Anubis. Doesn't know Marion's apparent weakness to nuclear. And we should be done. It's cute that that's an exit sign, by the way. This is going pretty good. We still have another 5 levels, so we're not fully out of the woodworks. Lots of Makoto use this go around. We'll just play them buffer. I don't think we'll be in a position where we really need to like really panic and swap and like really need a sustain unit. But I'm not opposed to bringing one because of the fact that things can be very surprising. Like how the game is heavily implying that I need to get down there. There we go. Oh, okay, it blocks the way. Oh, we have to figure it out. Hey, sir. I was about to say, I've come to tell you about your car's extended warranty. Do not resist. Also, buffer twins are pretty good. So, in this episode of What's David Having for Dinner? Apparently fried chicken, rice, and vegetables. And some might say, David, what do you mean apparently? Oh, I wasn't the one who made it. So I have a button that I need to press eventually. I just don't want to miss any chests, items. You guys know the drill by now. I'm just trying to approach this from a relatively completionist angle. But it might just be that a lot of the things that we need are in this room. But I think it's safe to say that we've at least cleared it out for now, and we just need to kind of like judge the room up. Oh no. Not the 69. Let me keep my mouth shut, actually. Okay, so this should be all of them. Oh, okay. I think we made room for that ball to move. Yep, got it. So many balls. Game? How do I get up there? Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, the only way up there is to just... There we go. Okay. Now we can go up the balls. I love it. He's like, I sense a formidable enemy down below. Okay. Oh, ouch. Dang, he actually got one attack off and missed. That's crazy. All right, not bad. Still getting through. Medic twins will... we can go buffer twins. I don't know what weapon to use, to be honest. I guess Ex Machina is just kind of the nicest generic one. Or I can still focus on being like a precautionary shielder. All right, there we go. Because you never know what could kind of happen in these games sometimes. But yeah, this is a big old pyramid. Welcome on in. Unknown, how are you doing? All right, let's get it. Yes, the twins are fantastic. I always thought they were a little, yes. I appreciate their banter. I also just think that, also as just characters in P5X, they are very fun. It sucks that in, newer regions, or regions that are playing the most up-to-date content, that, they aren't as good, but I don't care. I'll say the twins were what allowed me to actually like really clear the game. So I will always have that positive opinion of them. But yeah, right now we're just kind of playing through the only bit of patch content that I did not play. During Futaba's patch, when she was the running banner, I literally pulled her weapon, got her like leveled up a little bit, and then I had stopped playing. That's kind of how that all happened. And now that I'm up to date with like the current patch, I am currently opting to continue getting through as much of, just trying to make sure that all I have left to do are just burning my action points and messing around with the social aspect of the game for a bit. Which, trust me, I've been like doing off camera. I saw like 60 something like of those sodas. I've been trying to burn through them. And it's been legitimately difficult. Hmm. You guys ever just like making noise for fun? Because I do. Right now, one of my like little stims, I guess, is that it was like in an episode of SpongeBob, and it was like when Patrick went leedle leedle lee, and I don't know why that stuck, but it did. It's like, all right, come on now, game. We don't got all day. Well, I don't got all day. I don't feel nearly far behind anymore though. So I'm glad. Because it's crazy to me that once I finish this, I'm pretty close to as up to date as I can be. I just basically need to start doing my dailies, make sure I'm maintaining my dailies and weeklies. Who knows what's happening in the story right now? Okay, crash out, Makoto. Dang. I mean, she did crash out. I always found that mechanic for Makoto to be so funny. Because, like, to me, it's a little, like, is it implying that Makoto has anger issues? I mean, partially. Yeah, these events are really nice because it basically treats, you get to really see a nice little teaser of P5. It's not like a perfect, thing, but I think getting a nice little teaser is very appreciative. I was gonna say, please just let me skip this. So, just so you guys know, I'll never forgive them for the castle arc for putting some of these, like, coins in the back. Where, like, no one would ever bother looking. I've always hated when that happens. So sometimes I end up in situations where I'm like, oh god, where's his last coin? And then it's just behind me on the left when you come into, like, the mission. You know, I've said how many times during the castle arc, for example, or the museum arc even, where I was having to, like, explore and re-explore and re-explore. It was a relatively frustrating experience. This song is giving Bayonetta, by the way. I don't know if anybody else got that vibe. See, imagine me going to go hit that button, but also imagine me completely ignoring it and clearing the path first. Okay. Yeah, go Twins, I guess. I'm just trying to be a little silly goose right now. Don't mind me. I'm like 90% silly goose DNA. Because what's the point if you can't be a little silly, you know? I was so confused for a second when it said the door on the opposite side. I was like, what opposite side? It is very much so this opposite side. I understand that this is supposed to be a powerful enemy. I'm just more powerful. Meanwhile, I'm just waiting for this game to suddenly just like vibe check me next week. Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm missing some coins. Oh. Okay, I was about to say, like... So what the heck, game? Okay, we're good. I was wondering like what song was like actively playing, and this is pretty good. Okay. We should be actually nearing the end of like this quest line too. We should be... I forget if this was mission 9 or 10. This might have been mission 8 actually. Remember how I said autopilot sometimes just runs strong? Yep. We're just about there, though. Thankfully, I am not too particularly worried. Find it cool that this is just like a whole bunch of data. Just kind of like how it was in P5, or at least what I remember. I just realized the mummies have been just talking to us recently. Okay. Ooh, we dodge in this household. I was just kind of thinking to myself, I was like, do I really have to fight every single fight? And I'm like, no. I was just doing them just to not only just kill time, but because I'm also eating. Okay. We can grab that in a second. Because we want this treasure chest. Because we don't want to come back here. Because we forgot a treasure chest. And I made a mistake. Alright. Just run past the stinky shadow. Because they have apparently the eyesight of a of a bat. Which is kind of crazy. If you think about it. All right, that's 2 chests down. This was a relatively short stage. I vibe with short stages. All right. Just one more mission. And we're almost about as up to date as we can be. It is a single enemy. So I am going to switch over to my nuclear team, because I want to try to get as quick to a 1 phase as I physically can. So my problem is that I also don't know I never have like a good idea of what personas I want to bring on Wonder's end of things. Oh. I should really put Rakunda eventually on Vishnu. And we do have to use Oracle here, so that's not a big deal. I think we're pretty good. I like that they have the bosses without them, like actually being the bosses. Okay. So they don't have any elemental ailments on them right now. Because unfortunately, Vino is slower than Makoto. And I know I don't have to use Makoto's ult here, but I figure... why not? So Raccoon has 3 turns, so's Revolution. I think I want to try to keep the nuke damage bonus up, so I'm just going to actually go for Raccoon into whatever I was doing before. I imagine that this mission probably had its tough phase. But unfortunately, they made it so that anyone can really hit the boss from wherever. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure Makoto just nukes the thing here. To be fair, she nearly did. It's just gonna say, like, look at the potency of the debuffs on this thing, man. And then I think the twins' ultimate should likely be enough to finish the job. It was. We didn't even really use the ballista. I see, so it sets up immediately to go into Haru's stuff. But there we go. And just like that, we are effectively up to date. So you may wonder a little bit about, okay, so you're up to date now, so what are you gonna opt to do for the rest of the stream? Well, I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna hang out with some of our comrades, but I do want to make sure I need to play Sea of Souls later, but whatever. Wait, actually, does this reset? Okay, no. Okay, so this was for this was for Kotone. Got it. I can fix that later. Still so happy about the finishing the Velvet Trials. But yeah, we're almost done with all the story achievements. All right, guess I won't be able to finish that for a little while. Same with those. We're kind of getting to the point where I needed to start achievement hunting to kind of get some more currency if I really like needed it. All right. That's really all the extra stuff that's lame. One day, Sumi, you'll be the correct level. I wish my Triumph cards were better. Actually, they might. It's fine. Wait, was I supposed to get Triumph? Oh god. I hope I was supposed to get Triumph here. Because yeah, Freedom and Triumph are supposed to be for Kotone here. I think that's gonna have to be fine. That's gonna have to be fine. That one's fine. There we go. It's definitely not perfect. I'm not saying that this is perfect. I just want to make sure that she actually had a set on that she could use. Oh, I'm definitely refreshing this when I get another revelation card. That was some of the most atrocious luck I've ever had in this game. As you guys can see, I'm not even like joking when I say atrocious. Goodness. And unfortunately, that Freedom card is just not great. But we brought her up to 70, so I'm not too pressed. Then we can kind of get her Mindscape started. I'm keeping an eye on how much I actually have, so I'm not going to go much higher than probably that. Oh, whoops, I'm supposed to be maxing this one first. Okay, she's in a better spot. So we've definitely have 100%ed quite a bit of stuff. And we don't have our refresh yet. We're gonna get our refresh tomorrow. So we will have something to do tomorrow. So this was the mission that I do need to reset. Because we are going to try to play a wind team around Frostgale Mont. And also, I think Swan sounded better. Okay. No, this is supposed to be wind. I think Vishnu should be a pretty good contender for sure. So Hissing lasts 2 turns. Rakunda lasts 3 turns. So 3-2. Okay, that should work. Use cord. Can I get away with double support here? I don't think I unfortunately don't I'm not confident. If we take Mona, then we can probably safely take Phoebe. A lot of it's just because a lot of it is just because we are since we're running a wind healer. Okay. Knowing what I do now, because I didn't realize what a resonance was, but in reality is just a follow-up attack. All right, let's see if we can get a better rank on this. So, generally speaking, I think we want to use that at first. Let's see. So I think I'm supposed to ult here. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. We can use Enchanting Stir here to probably get Mont going. All right, let's see her in action. Not bad. I don't think I see Windswept on him, which is honestly kind of unfortunate. But I think that's okay. No follow-up? Okay, I was about to say. I was about to say where my follow-up at. And then I always forget for Phoebe. Is it that I was supposed to wait for 3? Okay. I always forget. I like her. I always forget like how her stuff fully works. But I believe it is 3. Oh, does she not have co-star right now? we'll just go ahead and do that. And we'll use Winds of Nirvana. That'll keep the boss's defenses like kind of down. But we do keep the pain train coming. Yeah, because I thought that I was in like the right like rotation / setup. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to use Dionysus here. Only for the ultimate. We are reapplying Raccoon this turn. All right, let's see. We know that the field's up. Let's see this attack now. 82k is not bad at all. All right, we're gonna have a catchy hook here, so the ultimate's gonna probably feel pretty good, actually. All right, get the revolution buff going. I hope this point total is better. I am actually going to hold here because I don't think I want to use Mona's ult for this. It's going to set our ulting cadence off a little bit, but that's fine. Because this is the turn where I'm really going to have to, like, put it all together. So I am going to hold her ult for just a turn. Because I need to see if I can hit this, nope, couldn't hit the windswept. So then what we do... It still did an impressive amount of damage, mind you. All right, last one. So I do think that that was high. Yeah. I knew I had to fix this run. So, unfortunately, I'm still not in the top 1,000 yet. And it's mostly probably because my Kotone isn't really that geared. If I wanted to play a little bit more risky, I could swap Wonder over to a slightly more supportive setup to try to... really like get the most out of it. Obviously the other thing is to get Kotone's revelations in order. I know that I'm also starting to get to a point where I'm also competing with whales, so I'm not particularly upset or anything like that. Because yeah, it's possible just to run Leon Cord and then really start pumping up her numbers. Because then I would have to run an like all-in Wonder and then just kind of play it slow based off of that. So now that we've done that, we're just gonna spend this last hour just to put it in a very To put in very simple terms, just hanging out. I have been sinking in a lot more resources into this portion of the game because of the fact that I had so many of those sodas like starting to pile up. Okay. And mind you, I also want to bring up one other thing. I'm definitely not the most optimal person when it comes to doing this. I'm just the average Joe who enjoys their fun little phone game that they could also play on the computer. But my larger priority is actually to get the a lot of the Luthel's plan stuff done. Just want to make sure I've been everywhere with her at least once. So you can kind of see she's at 40. So her highest preferred is 20. I think I just take that. Okay. And every other thing I've been kind of doing is that I've been kind of putting a lot more into making a lot of yen. All right, let's get to work. I still remember when this quest, oh, congrats. Congrats for getting Joker. Nice. Were you pulling on that like banner where he is, like you could make him featured? Joker's actually still pretty helpful for a good chunk of the game because of the fact that he's the only like, he is a good curse DPS. Thank goodness Luful's here. I wasn't paying attention to what recipe we were cooking. But I know that like getting my stats and stuff maxed does take a good amount of time. So this is where I'm gonna have to make a choice, right? Let me see how far along I am with Yui. Obviously I can't rank her up right now, but okay, so she needs 230 points. So I will save this for a different night, I think. I think I'm gonna go for a soak and get a lot of the charm points. It's hard to really establish what I want my priorities to be. But the nice thing is that 45 points in a social stat is always going to be fantastic. Okay. We're about to get 11 proficiency points. We're gonna be making a lot of progress. And hopefully I don't hit a point where I don't have books anymore to read. because that would be funny. And thank you, game, for understanding that I didn't really care about whatever lecture was going on. Okay. See, look, I have 61 of these. And I could burn the 20 or whatever, right? And I'm trying to blow through these. Or at least get to a point where I have like 10 or so left, so that way I can because if I have 10 left, I think, yeah, we'll give her the flowers. I think Moto is gonna be my first 15. Wait. Sorry, that voice. Is that the guy who does the Olympus, I can't remember. Why can't I remember the name of I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, sweet. Proficiency went up. There are some people who actually like run the guide for this, but all right, let's see. I think I take on the eating challenge. Though working out the crate, I think I need the money. But the stats will be so good. I think okay. I think I'll take the money for now. Or should I just go for max value this day? Okay. Oh god, I already forgot what we're doing. Okay. I was like, oh, we're making the strawberry crate. It's the strawberry cream thing. The crepes are... I wonder if how good it would be to have like all them crepes. But look at us, all that money is so good. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna try to force somebody to spawn more frequently. I think okay. I have a Moko prioritized because I think that getting the jobs and stuff good is important. But I will take the other social stat increase. Am I just following a partial guide on the internet? A little bit. Okay. You know, I've watched Wonder eat like 6 of these bowls recently. How are we doing? Ooh, Guts is level 16 now. I should hang out with Kira. I think I should. I don't know. I'll take the 3-point value stuff. I'm still making progress. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Twice cooked, large yaki, medium beef, large beef. See, that's all. I love watching sorry, Nagisa. That's his other name. Or just, you know, Wonder. He's doing pretty good. But yeah, I can't wait until basically until we get to like a nice point where we are coasting by, I suppose. But yeah, so Tomoko, I'm just gonna see if see what we can do. I don't worry about knowledge too much, as you guys can probably tell. There's not a great reason for me specifically to worry about knowledge. So the thing that kind of sucks here is that I do want to kind of keep increasing people's ranks, so I am gonna probably just ignore Moto have this go around. All right, what's going on with Ayaka? Oh no! What do you mean? Come on, you can get your permit. Oh, okay. Aw, we're going to the park together. Yay! I kind of hear it in the background because it's tied to voice. Oh no, that's just the song I was listening to. I'm glad. I know that y'all were probably like, I can't read that fast. Cool as a cucumber is quite the same. Okay. Well, that we got the spirit. Yes, we do. Booyah! Booyah! This is cute. All right, I got her to rank 8. So I have a couple of directions I can go with this. Before we go see Motoha, I'm gonna go to the the underground mall. The thing that sucks is that a lot of these gifts are like expensive. Yeah, because this, like, these... It probably makes more sense to... As much as I want to buy like the designer perfume, for example, just don't got the money. All right, what about you? I'll pick those up for Kira. All right. I think I've planted and harvested everything at least once. I want to buy clothes for Wonder later, just not now. Ouch. I'll pick up the doll. Ooh. All that money is just gone. But that's kind of what I was talking about, though. Like, I guess that's my inspiration to work at the crepe shop. I just bought a lot of stuff there, and I burnt through like half the yen that I just got. I say half, I mean all the yen that I just recently got. Okay. Strawberry? Yeah. So I was thinking about this strawberry cream thing, right? And it sounds fantastic, but my lactose intolerance would never. All right, got some money and some points. All right. Ooh, Kotone. Okay, I'm down. Let's plan this out decently enough. Okay. I did not know that. So something that I was a little bit paranoid about ever since I started playing this game is if overcapping was a thing I needed to be concerned about. And I had now just gotten the confirmation that I don't need to worry about overcapping. If I reach cap for any reason, any carryover will remain and count towards the next rank. Oh, okay, that's cute. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's pretty self-explanatory that it wouldn't look... Oh, because it's dangerous. Oh, okay. So let's give her her first time preferred of the bouquet. So next time I hang with her, it'll definitely be at least like the rank up, so I'm not too worried. We're gonna go check out the movie theater. Is there... Oh, we have not seen Some Like It Cold. That already seemed very queer-coded very quickly. But very generally speaking, I don't care about letting the auto... Like, I'm letting the movie just kind of do its thing. See, I never pictured Wonder as a watch till credits type of guy. But, like, what do you know? Okay. Let's see. Definitely didn't mean to let that like autoplay as much as it did. But
Final safety warning. Normal levels will be exceeded in 3, 2.
ugh. Ooh, do I need to call the cops? Hey. Wait, what do you mean? Oh no, he's made you quit dancing? I mean, that's a rough experience, you know?
That city will be a reality, and we
Are you okay? We're getting pretty up there with her. Don't stress about it, Yumi. Tell me about him. Can't let this slide. Oh, am I gonna be able to... am I gonna be able to, Phantom Thieves him? I didn't know that that was actually gonna be in the game, to be honest with you. I never thought like to try that, so let's see, where's he at? So it's been a little while since I've been in Mementos. Oh, I needed to go a completely different direction. Y'all, that's why you check your maps. It's interesting hearing some of these like remixes and songs because I'm just kind of thinking to myself, some of these songs are quite interesting. All right, we're here for a fight. Let's fix this dude. We are in a deeper part of Mementos, and hopefully we can... Oh, this is about to be easy. Hopefully we can change his heart, though. Oh. Nice.
Hey, it's the party song. Party's over here. Come on.
There we go. So I guess next time that we're out over in her direction, we can probably see if that changed Tomi's heart. All right, let's wait. What's this all about? Oh, yes, I spent 20,000 yen. Just the doctor ordered, by the way. All right, where was I? I think I'll just let the rest of these just be Triumph. Because now that I actually have some resources, I can actually work on characters for once. Because obviously this is not nearly as strong as she could get. Not only just between the bad rolls, but like... Actually, no, those rolls were just plain awful. So, freedom, it's unfortunately just not great. So let's go ahead and look at Triumph for this. Hit confirm. I like this one more. You know, I mentally called it in my head. Why is it just hers that, like, suck? So attacker damage multiplier. Ooh. These are all still kind of bad. So the moon will just have to kind of stay that one. I don't think I'm going to enhance it to try to make that work. I can say crit multiplier. Wow, those were awful. Creation. I think I need to keep all these creations. So then... Oh yeah, I need to fix some of the loyalties as well. Oh, not loyalty, labor. because I need to make sure that a lot of these guys are just ready. Let's look at Phoebe. Because hers, I most definitely just kind of tossed together. So, God, I'm still mad about like the Frostgale Monts like ones, because how are they all gonna end up being so bad? Like I was kind of mentioning before, that wasn't even like a cute kind of bad. That was just bad. I think you guys know a bit of the difference between when I say like, oh, that's a cute kind of bad versus that's just bad. That's bad with a capital B. So yeah. So HP. 3 crit rate's kind of hard to pass up. Okay, and then attack and crit multiplier though. Let's see. Do I want to because it's seeming like Phoebe just wants raw attack. And I might actually hold on. I struggled to think about which one might be better. Because for the moon, I think I'd rather. Would I rather want that? 7% crit rate. No, I think I just want. Okay, that works, I guess. So this is probably the one labor one I do need to switch, though. Yeah, this is, there we go. Crit rate, damageable. These, unfortunately, are all kind of rough. Damage molt, crit molt, damage molt, crit rate. I think we'll be fine. That dropped Futaba down to 98. Interesting. Do I want integrity on her, or do I want... I don't know. I guess since she inflicts a lot of debuffs, that set makes more sense. Yeah, I don't know what the game's on about that one. I would love to roll like I would love to re-roll that, but I can't, unfortunately. Is it sad that this might just be better overall, the level 21? It was a downgrade by 1, which is fine. Can't wait until I can get more of these materials and kind of continue like leveling up Futaba. So that's 97. Yeah. I need so many of these retrograde cards. It's not even funny. Okay, so the last thing I think I'm gonna do before we take a break from just trying to decipher what to do with all this gear. For Mont over here, I think I'm gonna inscribe a Triumph Moon with attack, maybe? Well, I guess it's either Moon or Sky with attack. So, but I think this might be better. Not by much. The pierce rate is better, it's the speed. Because then you end up in very weird, like, mathy situations that aren't great. Pierce rate, crit molt attack, defense. This just one has just the better offensive stats. It's just my horrendous luck just like there. So I just want to deal with the fact that this is just not some of these are just not giving what they need to give. It's just unfortunately not serving dinner to them, you know? So I could max out Futaba's thing, but I think I want to put some more juice into Mont's current abilities. Just get to level 8. Actually that can stay 6. We're kind of working on like the economy version. I think calling it the economy version is kind of diabolical work, but that's effectively what this Mont is currently. We can wrap these up. Okay. She's getting up there. All right, last millicoin here. I think I'm gonna purchase up some seals, cause like there's actually no reason for me not to. Okay, I can't go too crazy. I don't even know what skills these personas have. I just know that a lot of these guys are just available pretty early. Honestly, I don't feel like going through all this. Ugh. So still need the Abyssal Fang thing, and then you know what? It's fine. Meditation. Eh. I'll slowly get those tycoon things, but I'm more interested in just like the materials. Oh, okay, that's for Trial Sea of Souls. Got it. Yep, I did a lot of shuffling. So, the thing that I'm kind of curious about, right? Yeah, because once I get to 50, it's not like... Once I get to 50, there's not like there's too much for me left there. Also need to spend money on this again, which... just kind of lazy about it. All right. Now that I've gotten completely sidetracked, we still have a little bit of time left. Oh, I forgot to read messages. My 5 meta gems. No. It's fine. Thank you for encouraging me to go to the gym, which I did do today. Surprised I can hang out with Ayaka again. Oh, there we go. 5, 10. We'll just do 15 for now. Yes, Kel, yes. The hunk fantasy can hypothetically be real. All right, my gems are saved. It's okay. All right, Aika, where are we not taking you? Oh, we haven't taken you to the beach? Aw, this is good. This is probably gonna be cute. I wish part of me was like almost instinctively gonna pick the I'm hungry. Even though I already ate dinner. I think I was just gonna give it the Choco Stick. Save the other gifts for the others who will really like get some mileage out of them. Okay, I'm not gonna refresh my tasks. I'll just put down another one. I'm almost at level 8 for the tasks where I can finally get another retrograde card and fix one of Monts's things. Hey, welcome on in, DJ. How are you doing? Been a little while since the last saw you. Hope you're doing okay. We did our job. Okay. I think I want to see if I can squeeze in one more hangout and then kind of wrap things up. Yeah, DJ, so you gotta know. I'm gonna end up Oh, that works. That I wrap up around now. We're just doing like 2 seconds more of something. All right, but Miyu is one of the more important synergies to kind of get like more progress on. All right. Hey, don't, I was supposed to say, don't hate on the potatoes, Wonder. Don't hate on the potatoes. I like potatoes. They invented the French fry. Girl, you good? I thought she was about to get sick, and I was like, what, huh? Oh. You're a runaway? Oh, goodness. Not the abusive parents. Ah, I see. Isn't it hard? It's a high schooler who ran away. Dang. All true. End up falling for. Well, good thing I'm sorry, you're not my romance option. Oh, menaces? Nice. What's your girl, you good? Not the second order of fries, but girl really be me for real. All right, I got exactly what I wanted, which was another thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this house all cleaned up, and while that's going on, I'm going to let you guys know. It's time to wrap it up, pack it up. So tomorrow, the willpower will finally reset. So I'll finally be able to do the more harder combat gameplay for P5X. So thank you guys also very much for watching tonight. I do appreciate everyone, you guys who came in and said hi and offered their support. If you guys haven't already, you guys can go ahead and just, you know, hit the follow button, join the Discord. I'm always down to say hi. I'm always down to chat. Just a little bit of everything. So always happy to be here, everybody. And I will see you guys all tomorrow.